It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, August 11th, the morning edition. I'm James Spann. We stay moist through tomorrow, but a weather change coming up later this week with a drier air mass coming down the line. Let's take a look. The water vapor satellite view this morning. A relatively high amplitude pattern developing again across North America, with a ridge in the west and a trough developing in the east. And that'll push down some drier air by Wednesday, but between now and then, pretty moist. There's a look at the precipitable water values this morning, and they're pretty high. The numbers range from 2.1 inches on the Gulf Coast to 1.6 up in northwest Alabama. But again, that's certainly supportive of more scattered showers and storms later today during the peak of the daytime heating process. And some of those storms could pack a punch. No formal risk, but we have the low end 5% severe weather possibilities for this afternoon and early tonight over much of north and central Alabama. And like recent days, the storms will likely produce some fairly strong winds in spots. A lot of lightning, heavy rain. And again, the better chance of those heavier storms will come after about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon. This is the overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning, about 1/2 inch here. But again, after tomorrow, we'll be dry for a while. Thought we'd check weather in the tropics. It has been a very calm Atlantic season so far. And really things are quiet now with a lot of dry air out there. But we note a wave that is south of the Cape Verde Islands. The guys at NHC show a 0% chance of this thing developing over the next 48 hours. But later in the week, as it moves to the west, the conditions seem to favor a higher chance of getting its act together. Look at modeling on this. The west-northwest motion will likely continue, and there's a bit of spray there. It's a little too early to determine if this will recurve, try and come across the Antilles, or maybe make it down into the Caribbean. Here's a look at the ensembles, and again, the mean has it coming up toward Hispaniola in about 5 or 6 days. But again, you got some members that want to take it south, some north. It's just too early. We'll keep an eye on that. One way or the other, it's a long way out there. But again, you can see that many of the models do ramp it up to a tropical storm in about 60 hours or so. Let's check modeling the GFS, the Global Forecast System. This is valid today at 1 o'clock local time. This is at 500 millibars, and you can see the ridge in the west, the trough developing over the east, and down below that, we stay moist. Today, a mixture of clouds and sunshine with scattered storms popping up this afternoon. This is the HRRR, valid at 6 o'clock. Suggesting perhaps at that point the better chance of storms over the northwestern part of the state. But as we all know, forecasting the placement and the coverage and the intensity of summer storms, it is very hard to do. But they'll be out there. And again, the high should be around 90. Same thing tomorrow, a chance of a few scattered showers and storms about, but the coverage perhaps not as great as today. But where they do form, they could be strong as a cold front is coming in from the north. You can see that deep surface low north of Detroit of about 1,001 millibars with a cold front coming down through Memphis, approaching the shoals. And this is Wednesday, and there's your trough in the east, ridging off to the west, and down below that, the air is dry. Should be a nice sunny day. The humidity starts to drop. The high may be around 90. We'll say 87 to 90. And again, Thursday looks very nice. Thursday morning should be very pleasant. We'll be down well in the low 60s maybe upper 50s for the cooler pockets. A sunny day with low humidity, and the same thing on Fridays. So if you're looking for a few dry days without the risk of scattered storms, there you go. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Temperatures coming off the ensembles. It wants to drop the highs down into the middle 80s later this week with lows down there towards 60. And I do think some of the cooler pockets could see upper 50s. Most places, probably low 60s. Whatever, feels pretty good. And the humidity will be very low. So great weather for the latter half of the week. And really the weekend looks pretty good. This is Saturday, and it's coming in just dry as a bone with lots of sun. And even Sunday, the moisture begins to come back. But at this point, it looks like the chance of rain will be relatively small. So at this point, the weekend looking mostly rain-free with only maybe a small chance of a shower Sunday afternoon. And then Monday of next week, the moist air comes back, and that's when we'll bring back that chance of scattered showers and storms. We'll check the end of the forecast, August 25th. Getting out there toward Labor Day. And again, we've got negative height anomalies over the high plains. Heights about where they should be here, and that looks pretty moist. and that would suggest rather typical weather with the risk of scattered showers and storms. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.